Hello, my BFF. Today I'm bringing up the prettiest, the most feminine fragrances in my collection. Some days I want to feel just like that. I have all the fragrances that bring up this kind of energy in me, and I will put them to my suit test if they are special, if they spark an emotion, and if I can see a time when I would wear them. If the answer is yes to all three of them, then they will stay in my collection. If not, I will declutter them. No point in holding on. Let's start with a fragrance from the house Moth and Rabbit. It's a house from Germany and the fragrance is Dolls. This is such a special fragrance. All the fragrances are inspired by movies and this one is inspired by Dolls, of course. At first I thought it's a Dolls movie from the year I was born, 86, which was a horror movie and I watched it when I was little. After watching that movie, I was treating my dolls the best in the world. But this one is inspired by a movie from 2002 and it's a Japanese movie. And I watched it the other night and the movie is so profound and it's about 3 love stories, all of them sad. This fragrance has super special notes. It has maple syrup, snow. You cannot tell how it smells by the notes. Although it is inspired by the movie, not by actual dolls, it does have a scent of a doll. For me, it smells like a Barbie. If you bring it into the most contemporary wearable form, let's spray it so I can get some more inspiration. Yeah, and the mist is super, super nice. At first, it is a bit animalic. It has also animalic notes. And my boyfriend said that it smells like our cat just went to the bathroom. Number 1. Then it turns into a plastic Barbie, a new Barbie doll. On the clothes, I like it even better. And if I spray this on my clothes, and the next day it smells so beautiful, like a fresh doll that I just opened. I received my present, which was super rare. And I open it and it's the most beautiful Barbie doll. Let me read you the ingredients because they are super interesting here. Love and abandonment. Star-crossed lovers bound together forever by a red silken cord. Maple leaves on a white snow-covered road. Landscapes filled with autumn leaves of astonishing shades of red. This is amazing. The movie starts with a scene with Japanese doll and those are made of wood from what I understand. But this does smell like a Barbie doll, just sitting in her luxurious living room, lounging. My sew process, is it special? Yes, nothing else smells like this. The emotion, all of these fragrances smell like a princess and they bring up this soft feminine energy in me. And when I would wear it, I would wear this anytime. And it also works layered with anything else. I could have put it as well in my playful fragrances, but it's not that. It's more of a princess fragrance. Dolls by Moth and Rabbit stays in my collection. Bringing up this feminine energy in me is super important because all my life, up until now, up until recently, I used to spend it in my masculine energy. My parents got divorced when I was little and I had this story in my head that I have to be independent, do everything by myself. And I started from zero and I grew in my career. But deep inside, I wanted to feel feminine, soft, to just sit around the house and relax for a bit, if you know what I mean. And these fragrances make me feel just like that. Pretty, soft, feminine, and allowed to receive. By Premier Note, we have Mimosa Austral. This is a quite simplistic fragrance with a note of mimosa. It smells very yellow, fluffy, refreshing also. This smells like a princess with blonde hair sitting in the sun. It also has a bit of a pollen vibe. It's very uplifting. Is it special? It is quite simple, and it is putting me in the same mindset as Versace Yellow Diamond. I used to wear that in my 20s. Back then, I had a boyfriend that said that Versace Yellow Diamond is the best fragrance for women. He was absolutely head over heels. After that, I think I have outgrown it. The emotion, it's in this princess, pretty feminine category. And when I would wear it, I haven't worn it in a very long time. Yeah, the sprayer is also not the best. Yeah, it smells like a mimosa flower. Like I can hear the bees. Very, very pretty, but I'm not wearing it anymore. So Premier Note Mimosa Austral leaves my collection. The next fragrance also smells like yellow, a princess that is wearing yellow, and it's by Infiniment Coty, and it's Trois Amours. This is one of my top favorite discoveries of this year. It has banana flower, jasmine, and it smells like you are going to an amusement park with the love of your life. He grabs your hand and you are going to the mega coaster. You are afraid, you hear your heart pounding, but you trust him, you trust yourself, you trust the universe. Super long lasting, and they said that they developed these fragrances so they can last up to 30 hours. I need to spray this on myself. I love it so much. Yeah, it is very uplifting, very pretty. This is the scent of a princess, and my boyfriend goes head over heels for this. He said that I smell edible. For some reason, men love all these pretty feminine princess fragrances. Trois Amours stays in my collection. It is special. It embodies an emotion. And when I would wear it absolutely anytime. Mostly in the first part of the day because it also has this uplifting energy. I also wore it during the night. So non-stop. Trois Amours by Infiniment Coty. From Fugazzi, In Love with the Cocos. I expected it to be more playful and I wanted it for my inner child, for my playful fragrances. That's coming in a future video. And these notes together, the way that they blended it, they do not smell like coconut. So from that point of view, it was a bit of a disappointment. It smells like I'm going to the hairdresser and I got the best blowout. My hair is looking amazing and they are applying the most luxurious hairspray. And what I also love about this, let's spray it here. I love that the cap is magnetic. Isn't that amazing? And this one is very long lasting on my skin at least. And I wore it again in the cold weather. It's getting pretty cold here in Switzerland. And I wore Queen of the Night by the Merchant of Venice. And I only had one spray of this on my jacket. And this was pushing through the entire Queen of the Night vibe. It is in the same family. I see it as Dolls from Moth and Rabbit. This does have more of a hairspray, like the Barbie hair vibe. And I had the Barbie with super dark hair, and I love that one. So it reminds me of that. And by the way, when I wear Dolls, when I wake up during the night and I smell myself, I feel like I'm sleeping with one of my dolls. Both of them are kind of that doll family, a bit of plasticky, artificial in the best way possible. And I love dolls and princesses and yeah, you can say it's superficial, but when I was playing with dolls, when I was growing up, it was another universe. I was creating scenarios and my dolls helped me put myself in that universe where everything was fine. I could do whatever I wanted in the world and I could use my imagination also to escape. It opened my mind to all the possibilities and it's what brought me joy. is this special. I put it very close to dolls, not because they smell the same, but because they have this doll plastic artificial vibe. The emotion, yes, it's pretty feminine. When I would wear it, I don't wear this one as much. I would rather reach out for dolls. So for that reason, Fugazzi In Love with the Coco will leave my collection. The cult favorite, the one and only Parfums de Marly, Delina. I also had Delina exclusive. Now I only have the normal Delina. Both of them are amazing. Rose, lychee, on a bed of vanilla, musk, fluffiness. Very impressive, incredible. Everyone loves it. Men love it. It's a princess in a bottle. Super long lasting. Everyone has tried to recreate it. Special. Yes, I don't have anything else like it. It's pretty feminine, and when I would wear it, I don't wear it as much anymore. I'm saving it. I don't have as much left, but I love it. So I would wear it anytime. For a while, this was the scent that I would wear every Sunday. I had my self-care ritual, doing my hair. Today is Sunday when I'm recording this, and I just did my hair. The cherry on top would be Delina from Parfums de Marly. Beautiful, stays in my collection. A fragrance by Floraiku, and Your Lips. And Your Lips has rose, vanilla, a very weird fruit. What's the name? Jujube fruit. What they are actually trying to do here is recreate the fern accord in a fragrance that is typically considered for women. I'm not a big fan of that green fern, the way that it's done here. It seems like it's trying to cover sweat. It is special. It is a pretty princess feminine fragrance. And when I would wear it, I never reach for it because it has something that bothers my nose. So, And Your Lips by Floraiku will leave my collection. By Louis Vuitton, Attrape-Reves, with notes of lychee, peony, rose, patchouli, cocoa. The cocoa is barely there. It just gives it a tiny, tiny bit of a gourmand vibe. And this smells like I am sipping rosé champagne, sitting by the beach, and also eating some lychee. It's super refreshing, pretty for the summer, anytime you want to feel pretty and feminine. Yeah, this is one of the fragrances that I can wear any time of the day or the night. Also, if I wear it during the night and then I wake up and I smell this, is such a treat. And it reminds me of my 20s when I was going to the beach and having a bit of champagne because they had super small bottles of rosé champagne. Beautiful. It is special. It is the best of its category. It's not like Delina, although it has lychee and rose and peony. This one is more sparkly and refreshing. It is pretty feminine, and when I would wear it absolutely anytime. So, Attrape-Reves by Louis Vuitton stays in my collection. Another pretty feminine fragrance is from the house Ex Nihilo, and this is Vesper Glitz. This has some yellow flowers, ylang ylang, tuberose or jasmine, on a base of vanilla and musk. It smells like gold, sparkles and flowers and a bit of vanilla. I wish it had more vanilla. It is very pretty, uplifting, feminine, but what I don't like about it is that it's fleeting. It doesn't stay too much on my skin, and I much prefer Amours by Coty. Is it special? It is in the same family with Mimosa Austral and Amours by Coty, so it's not really special. The emotion, it makes me feel that soft energy, and when I would wear it, I don't reach for it because it doesn't stay, and I much prefer other fragrances that I have here. So Vesper Glitz by Ex Nihilo. Bye bye. The next princess, pretty feminine fragrance is by Montale. This is Roses Vanille. This is vanilla and rose. You know this family. I don't have intense cafe or gentle fluidity gold. This is the one that I have. It leaves a very oily stain on my skin. I don't like it for that. And what I do, I spray it on the bottom half of my body, on my legs. And it's also very strong. So Mancera Roses Vanille, is it special? Yes, because I don't have any other fragrances that I just mentioned. It makes me feel pretty and feminine. When I would wear it, I would wear this one anytime. If I wouldn't have to worry about being too oily, Mancera Roses Vanille stays in my collection. I do love this scent profile. It's super pretty, feminine, soft, and the compliment magnet. A pretty feminine fragrance from Xerjoff Elle. This is the epitome of femininity. That's what they were trying to create here. The notes do not give it justice. It smells like a sunshine, like I'm sitting in a field with my hair freshly washed, with the most luxurious fruity shampoo. And I have some vanilla dessert surrounded by yellow fruits, apricots, melon. I had a pimple and I was going to meet one of my friends in Zurich. And out of all those days, exactly that day, I had the worst possible condition. I was upset about that and I went to the bathroom and I was running around the house and then I got out and my boyfriend said, "Did you manage to fix it?" And I said, "No." And then he said, "It doesn't matter. You smell amazing." And it was hell. In the train, I was sitting on the sofa area and the guy sat next to me. We were not super close. He was pretty far away and he stayed there for a few minutes and I could feel my scent bubble filling up the space and he took out a travel size fragrance. He sprayed it on himself. He didn't say a word, but I knew that he felt the need to rise to the level of the scent that was around him. Special. Yes, it is special. Again, it is in this feminine, pretty, effortless, soft category. It's nothing mind-blowing. The emotion, it makes me feel so pretty. And when I would wear it, I would wear this one anytime. It is pretty expensive. I got this one for 50% off. It's not worth the full price. And it will stay in my collection. The last fragrance is from Bulgari. This is Baciami. Oh, so pretty. It has gardenia, vanilla, and amber. It smells like candy. If you know the cream savors that have some kind of red fruit and vanilla, it smells like that. Not super gourmand, but it has something gourmand in it. I'm sitting on a hammock and I'm eating some cream savors. And I feel like I'm a princess. Is it special? Yes, nothing else smells exactly like it. Pretty feminine, as all of them today. And when I would wear it, this has for me a very summery vibe. I don't know why, maybe the amber. This summer I have not reached out for it and I had it since 2 years ago. I'm not wearing it and I will let Baciami by Bulgari go so someone else can love it. Thank you so much for watching, for liking this video, for subscribing. The quote I will leave you with: if softness was weakness, then flowers would never grow. What do you think about that? Let me know below and let me know also what's your prettiest, most feminine fragrance. I'm so curious to find out. I'm sending you a big hug and so much love and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye. I remember I had only one Barbie doll. I think that was original. She had the best body and I would switch the heads of the other dolls so I can use the best of the best together. Yeah.